Hi everyone, thanks again for joining me. My name is Yannick Daigle and we're here for another exciting unboxing video. Today again we are unboxing an expansion for Scythe, and this one is the Wind Gambit. This, if I recall, was the second major add-on to or expansion to Scythe, and let's open it up and see what's inside. Now, from what I recall, this particular expansion adds the air machines or flying machines into Scythe. And so let's take the shrink off. Quite excited for this one. Just adds to variety of the game. So now that the plastic is off, again, let's have a look at the front. Turn it around. You can see its artwork is right around each piece. And then again, you've got the airships, which is fantastic. Again, and Stonemaier always has a great production to the game. So let's again, just attention to detail is great. I never mind paying a little bit extra for a Stonemaier game because the production value, bang for the buck. Not only is it a great game, the tabletop components are just fantastic. Again, just empty lid, so nothing in there. And then you've got the minis for each of the factions. Now again, this is going to have for all 7 of the factions that you can play. You may or may not have each one because it depends if you've got some of the other expansions that are available for Scythe. But it's nice that they've still included it just to make sure that everybody has the opportunity, regardless of what expansions that you have. So let's take this open. I think there's a piece of tape here. Yep, so let's just take that tape off. Sorry, trying to make sure I don't cut off my fingers. And again, so there are 7 of the airships. And I'll just take a peek at one. Look at the yellow one here. And, whoops, I'll get to the camera. So again, the quality is just nice. It's got some weight to it. It's probably about as high as a playing card for lengthwise. And again, if somebody had the capabilities of painting this and yet still trying to maintain some of the color, or especially for the color of the faction, they could really do a good job. So even putting in a wash, putting in shading just to provide the shadowing, just would probably pop this really intricate detail of these minis. Again, there's 7 of them. I'll just pull up again here's the red one as well. And sorry, just waiting for the camera to focus. There we go. Bring that a little bit more up close. And there you go. You've got peg to be able to put the stands, and I'll show that in a couple of secs. Again, just great quality, and again, got some decent weight on them, so you know these are solid, they're not hollow. Again, just increases the quality of the mini and prevents anything from breaking, considering that it's just plastic. Here we got the bases for the minis, for the airships, and you'll see actually, I'll move this over to the side here a bit, that you can see that there's stands for each one, so I'll just show you what it looks like once assembled. Again, they are like a hex type of piece. Sorry. Let's just make sure that we can actually put that in. There we go. And again, if I just take one of these and insert, and that's what it'll look like. Again, just great quality. And it's nice that they put in clear so that it really does, you know, overarch the rest of the pieces on the board. And you've got, again, 7 stands. Actually, I think he put in 8, or Stonemaier Games put in 8, just in case you got one broken or something went to miss. You got a spare, which is nice. Again, because accidents happen. So especially on these types of stands, as you take them apart, put them back together, it's nice to have a replacement spare just in case an accident happens. So again, shout out to Stonemaier Games for top-notch production and making sure that us with Butterfingers are still protected as well. Next item, let's have a quick look at these particular cards. Again, nice that it's individually bagged. This one is not plastified, which is great. Again, great card stock, nice and heavy. These are probably tarot size cards, so for those of you that want a sleeve, Text is pretty solid, not too small, except maybe the numbers on the lower right hand side, and some of the symbols are a bit small, but otherwise pretty solid quality, and just allows you for the movement for each one of the factions, which is great. Again, these are, if I recall, some of the upgrades that can happen. And then, again, cards for each one. And you've got the backing is going to switch. Oops, let's move that around here. Spoils of War. And again, you've got the same back for each one of these cards. There we go. Put that back in. And more baggies, which is great. It's going to be more likely than not for the tokens. Here we've got the instruction book for Wind Gambit. So you've got the backstory. Again, what should be included in the box. With the airships and stuff. You've got, again, all the rules, the movement, and any erratas or variants, which is nice. And again, full disclosures with that very small print at the bottom. So again, that's not as important, it's just more for lawyers than players. Next item here we've got, again, is an introduction, and this is again for the Automa. Again, just if you are looking to be able to have an automated player, and so for those of us that like to solo, great option to be able to do. Not perfect, but at least it provides that opportunity to do so. So an achievement sheet. So this is, again, I don't know if I would personally write on these types of things. I think this is more, as you indicate here, or as it says here, you may write down your name on the achievement sheet up to 2 times per game, any game, not just games including the Wind Gambit. So this, I think, has to do with just sort of a winner's circle, which is cool. I'm a bit OCD and wouldn't write on anything like that permanent. Part of the reason why I always have a cringe with legacy games. So here you've got the tile cards for Wind Gambit. As you can see, quite easy to punch because half of them are already punched out. And so I'm going to flip these again. Again, very cool artwork. Stonemaier Games just does an excellent production. Next one here. And they're literally popping out as we come along. Whoops. Okay, and I'll show the backs of these. Sorry, I should have shown it for the other ones. And that'll be the same for these 4. So you can see that it's already been self-punched. So these ones I'll just fan them through. So you've got Deja Vu, Mission Possible, Backup Plan, and also the Doomsday Clock. So these are, again, if I recall, just for enhanced rules or modifications that you want to do to the game. On these player board backs, again, you've got the same back as some of the cards, and you've got red and green, so 16 in total. And these are for the airships. And again, that is Scythe, the Wind Gambit. So great add-on. Thanks again for watching this unboxing video. That's it for tonight. So if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. It's always much appreciated. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, just put them down below. My name is again Yannick Dag. Thanks again for watching tonight. Have yourself a great one. Until next time. Bye for now.